Hello, this is Cristine Price. I am sharing with you a segment from 7 Levels of Spiritual Progression, a concept of spiritual change and a big picture of where we are at and where others are at and what we can do to shift to the next level. I'm starting with level 1, which is the lower level and something that we all deal with in this life, whether it's personally watching the news or witnessing things on occasion. There is hope. There are catalysts for change, and we can be a part of that.
And these references are made on a scale of consciousness going from 1 to 1,000, where 600 is enlightenment. We're going to start with 100. So what we're going to do is break down the scale into 7 levels. And the first level we're going to talk about is the low level. So low frequency, 100. And so we've titled it Primitive Antagonism. So what you see in the 100s are antisocial themes: anarchy, terrorism, crime, violence, extreme poverty, a lot of what's going on in Africa with wars, and coercive control. So anytime in our history when we will look at that, like in the case of Stalin or Hitler, their societies or those individuals are functioning well below, in the hundreds or below 100. Also, people in domestic violence situations where they feel controlled and like they don't have the freedom to leave are in a lower vibration with that. Then we have personal themes. So the personal themes that people experience in the 100s are shame is a very low vibration, self-hatred, severe mental illnesses, despair, depression, apathy, and addictions. So we're looking at kind of more the harder addictions. And the music that goes with this. And we have gangster rap, heavy metal, punk rock, any of the themes that are very angry or lyrics that portray hatred or violence or misery. So we want to see people shift from 100, obviously. And I think people in society would like to see these shifts occur on a large level. The question is, how does this happen? So this is from David Hawkins. Psychological measures that calibrate in the 400s are insufficient to bring about healing and change for the chronic condition. So people and situations that are in these lower vibrations may not respond to our typical approaches, like counseling, for example. But intrinsically spiritual programs that address the core of the problem are often successful in shifting it. Those are a higher vibration. Unconditional love is a very high vibration, and so that will heal self-hatred. People will feel that. Changing or shifting from this place, the individual must be willing to take personal responsibility for where they're at. So all the love in the world may not shift someone, even though, and a lot of times we'll have a family member who's suffering from an addiction or a mental illness, who's fallen to this level, and it's very painful to watch. We learn, a lot of different spiritual programs that we still need to love them and not judge them. And that is powerful. However, that may not be enough to heal them if they're not ready. So they've got to be willing to take that responsibility to change and willing to delay the gratification, willing to suffer enough or be uncomfortable enough to let that shift take place, and also willing to invoke some divine intervention. So prayer, so when that person's in a place of praying, a lot of times you'll see that will shift them. And global shifting is where we as society, we can make a difference on a very large scale as we raise our consciousness and become aware and start to work in a way that will make a difference. Doing, big service projects and awareness, we can lift that, we can make a difference there.